Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. Tulsi Gabbard, Director of National Intelligence. Go.
What the actual foxtrot?
Exactly.
What more can actually happen here this week? You know, I'm on the other side of the world, literally in the desert, to avoid this subject. And what do? They go, who would piss Malcolm Nance off the most? How about Tulsi Gabbard? Okay, this woman is widely considered by people in U.S. intelligence, U.S. Foreign Service, and most pundits to have been an asset of the Russian Federation. She is a friend and a apologist for the government of Syria after they gassed tens of thousands of people to death with nerve gas. She is a wild conspiracy nut who went around and you know, she was a reservist in the Army, so she went to the U.S. Army psychological warfare school down in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Fort Liberty, North Carolina now. And this is all her claim to fame. She's a nut. She's not getting confirmed. And if she does, I'm going to make not even a prediction. I'm going to tell you right now, every U.S. intelligence ally will shut off their flow of intelligence to the United States.
Of course.
They know it's going straight to the Kremlin. I don't know this. I didn't think we could get a bigger group of traitors, but apparently they're making effort.
Malcolm, I'm so astounded in some ways that your book that warned before the 2016 election that this was happening, Malcolm, it's all out in the open now. On Russian TV, they call Tulsi our friend. The Russians, meanwhile, the presidential aide said to achieve success in the election, Donald Trump relied on certain forces to which he has corresponding obligation. As a responsible person, he'll be obliged to fulfill them. Russians openly admitting they helped Trump win this time. It's all out in the open. They paid right-wing influencers directly to spread the same disinformation that Trump and the right wing was spreading. It's all out there now. And now here's a Russian asset that will be in charge of our intelligence.
Oh, well, not just that Russian asset. I mean, we've got, keep your eye on where Kash Patel lands. They're now talking about putting as director of the FBI, which means that he would go through and monkey wrench every investigation out there. Their guy who's going to CIA, we don't know much about him, but we have to assume that he's being put there to carry out a witch hunt. I'm telling you, let me explain some things, how things are done here. They will close ranks right now. They'll start doing what we call slamming safes, which means they will start moving information to where it can't be accessed by these people. And they don't do it because they're, you know, I see these right-wingers going, oh, well, you're just now traitors to the country. No, they're the actual defenders of the Constitution. They're afraid that Americans are coming in there to steal secrets. You know what? I suspect he's going to pardon Edward Snowden and make him director of NSA at this point, deputy director of NSA.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
But
you know
is
what?
anything funnier than Matt Gaetz, Attorney General? Maybe. Can I just give you a shout out on your books and your prescience? Just this headline. This was, by the way, Jody. November 7th was the headline on this. Bob Woodward reveals Trump intelligence official thought it seemed like Putin's blackmailing Trump. Now a warning. I mean, Malcolm, I don't know what to say.
How many years of warnings do I have to give you?
No kidding.
I mean, I started this in 2016, and we had Trump going Russia, and everything. Now we find out it's all true. And you know what's even worse? We're probably going to find out a lot more is true because people are going to start, as we said, throwing secrets out the window that will implicate a lot of people. Same thing with not just Matt Gaetz. Jesus Christ, I expect all of his indictment documents to suddenly hit the floor and details start coming out.
Yeah.
But, you know, will they confirm them? Yeah. You know why? Because they're all a bunch of Trump rubber stamp sycophants.
Yeah.
The nuts are running the building.
I mean, I guess it's all going to be Russia stack from here on in, Malcolm, but Russia... Russia made an audacious public attempt to blackmail Trump, according to a military expert. Putin and his ministers are already trying to mess with Trump's head. Kremlin intelligence chiefs claimed in an interview Trump had relied, just this thing I said to you about, they're basically saying it, we helped him get installed again. They said this is mind-blowing psychological warfare. The Russians are basically telling Trump, we put you in office, now it's time for you to pay us back. Yep.
That's exactly
The
what they
FBI,
said.
Director of National Intelligence, and top cyber security agency all confirmed that Russia was sowing disinformation about Kamala Harris during the election campaign. Law enforcement blamed the bomb threats in black neighborhoods, of course, on Russia. It's all out in the open now.
Yeah, it's all out in the open. They don't care. They don't care because they think they own the U.S. government. They think they own America now. And this is where all of y'all got to start preparing to be in the resistance again, because it is time for us to start understanding that they are just 33% of the electorate, of the people who were eligible to vote. Trump got less
32.
than a freaking
32. Who's
32.
counting?
All right. Yeah. Hitler got 33. I'm sorry. I get confused from time to time.
Me too.
But they did not get the majority. All right. 50% of the population didn't even vote. So, Trump does not have a mandate, but they're going to act like it. They're going to start bullying us and they're going to start attacking us. And we have to be right there to stand up and get in their faces. Remember how I keep telling you? No more liberal discussions and policy arguments. No, you get up, you get right in their face, and you just call them what they are, which is a bunch of liars and people who are out to loot the United States government.
Malcolm, you wrote another amazing piece we linked to. You just said, "My family died for the republic we have just lost." It's an amazing piece as usual. But, you end it just by saying, how will your parents, this resonated with me about my Nuremberg prosecutor dad buried in Arlington. You said, how will your parents, grandparents, and ancestors feel if we made America into a light version of Nazi Germany and let 32% of the people convince another 32% to kill or treat as enemies the last remaining third who are true to our national values? This is precisely what happened to Germany in 1933, and here we stand.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I got some meta-narrative framing for you, for all of you to adopt as of this moment. I don't want to hear you refer to these people as anything other than the redcoats.
Yep.
Okay? This is King Donald I. They are not loyalists. They are not the buff and blue American patriots. They are the redcoats. They are here to loot, and the people who support them are just Tories.
Sorry, no, you didn't swear, did you?
B-U-C-K.
B-U. Okay, sorry. Our FCC license probably hanging by a thread anyway.
Okay.
Malcolm, to that point, and I know we have to go. I'm so sorry. I know you're over, so we're late. We got to go. But to your point about fighting and not ceding space anywhere, I am not leaving Twitter. We get told we lost this election because we're in our liberal bubble and we're not listening to people. I'm not going to go to just safe spaces to go, there's too many MAGA trolls. I'm going to go over here where it's all people that think like me.
Save your Twitter.
You said do not leave Twitter.
Save your Twitter. There's the strategy.
And you said there will come a day we leave, but go start your other accounts. Wait for the signal to leave this hole to the Klansmen and the racists. For now, hold fast. You are Mel Gibson in Braveheart, telling us to hold.
Yeah, look what happened to him at the end.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that. Yeah, we'll be disemboweled, but listen, my point is, love you, Malcolm Nance. God bless you.
Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. I hope you'll join me on my new audio podcast, Justice Matters. I'll be using my 30 years as a federal prosecutor and Army JAG to unpack, break down, and explain the legal issues of the day, particularly where the legal intersects with the political. Please look for Justice Matters with Glenn Kirshner wherever you generally get your podcasts.